So I'm testing this thing. I don't know. Okay. Comments will appear then. But let's see. So is it going to start recording from here? Okay. Okay. So we have live. I think that's how it works. So do I see the people? I don't see the people. Okay. Two people in the meeting. Let's see. Just Andrew. Okay. I can't see. Hi. So I won't be able to read the things because I need my glasses. Okay, I'm going to suffer for beauty. And I'm going to wear my glasses only when I'm going to read. Good evening. Please let me know if you can hear me. Say yes or something. Yes. Okay, that's good. I'm happy. So with live, I can't hear you guys. It's just me talking. I've never done this thing before. Bring them on video. What does that mean? Let me click on it. Ask Sean Andrew to join you on your audience is set to public so anyone can watch this live. Okay. Anyone video. Okay. Good evening. Hi guys. Okay. I'm happy that you can hear me. I know we started early. We're supposed to start at 6. So we are 15 minutes early. Please be patient. Okay. Thank you. Hi. Hi everybody. Good evening. Hello. Hi. This is strange. So this is what people do when they go live. Okay. This is interesting. Okay. So you guys will be able to type your questions, right? Hi. Yes. Okay. Okay. Sharp. We'll start because we joined early. We have to wait for other people. Please be patient. Thank you. Okay, my mic. Can you hear me now? Please confirm if you can hear me better. Binza, please confirm now if the mic is better. Okay. Thank you. Okay. We wait. Funding a renovation more from the bank. Guy. Renovation young was. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Tavisa has confirmed that the mic is good. Thank you. Vosumutao, what are you talking about? And hi, good evening, everybody. People that are joining now. Thanks. Okay. We are waiting. Maybe I started this thing too early. I should have started like 2 minutes to 6. Now I don't know what I'm doing with myself. Guys, I think next time we must do like teams so that we can interact with each other and I can hear the voices as well. I think so. As we go along. Okay. Good evening. Hi. Good evening. Hi. Jane, we said we're gonna start at 6. I knew I started this live early. I should have waited at least Nyada to get to 6. Right. Ongeza. How does that work? Yes, Sean, I agree. Too early. Yo, that's my problem. I should have started like 2 minutes to 6 at least. Now we're here for a very long time. But it's okay. That's fine. Let's wait. Hi. Good evening. I don't know what to do with myself, guys. I started this live early. And if I drop and start again, I don't think that will be good. So I apologize. Yeah, once we start, I think we'll consider the Teams meetings so that we can interact properly there. I'm not happy with just me talking, so we will consider that as well. Good evening. Oh, you're making coffee? Yes, please. Okay, yes. Okay. As kissing, guys, me, I started early, so I don't know. We wait. We wait. See, this teaches you how lead the meetings. When you attend meetings, you must be early. Oh, but this is so weird. Okay. I don't know. How long will the live be? I have no idea. Hi, Ethia. I will keep laughing and smiling. This is weird. Yo. Yeah, ne. Think it's, but okay. Silapha ngoku. Hello. Hi, Ntombi. Okay. No, I'm not dropping. I'm not going to drop. I'm sure we are almost there. Power. I don't know how long. Hey, Owen, this is bad. Even me too, I'm like, yo, what's going on? Thank you, Toby. And here we are, Dom Thunders. I was here quarter 2. Can you imagine? Oh, we are almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Okay. Guys, I hope you had a lovely day because I had a very hectic day. This is my second shift. My night shift. It was a very hectic but good day. Very, very hectic but good day. So I hope you guys had a good day. Yes, Piwe, that's the plan. We need black suppliers, guys, on our shelves. So that's the plan. But hey, we are here to understand what we can do together. Yo, afterwards, ne? So it's going to, obviously it's recorded the first 15 minutes where I didn't know what to do with myself. Okay, that's fine. Okay. We are almost there. No, we have not missed anything, Hazel. Hi, good evening, good evening. Thank you. It's good that you had a good day. Good evening. No, the bank shares are coming. Don't worry, they are coming. We are getting ready. Okay. Yeah, no, Chef. Talking to myself is rough. But anyway. Guys, please, thank you for being kind because I don't know what to do. Oh, still 4 minutes to go. Okay. I need to put this one out. Good evening. Your bags. Tabang, which bags now? Good evening. Hi. Okay. I don't know what Tabang is saying. Hi. Hi, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. Hi. Okay, 3 minutes to go. Sure. Content creation is hard, most. Yo. Like people just put the cameras there and they start talking. Or maybe this one is too long. I think it's too long. Yeah, I think so. I'll get used to it. Okay. Yeah. Good evening. Yes, 2 minutes left. Yo, the longest 2 minutes ever. What is this? Okay, good evening. Madume. Good evening, everybody. It's a way of greeting, not physically bags. Wow. I don't know all about it. You are late. We've been here for 15 minutes. Hey, volume gone. Kelebucha says the volume is gone. Guys, is the volume gone? Can you guys hear me? Because some Kelebucha said volume is not here. Can I just get confirmation that you can hear me? Yes. Kelebucha, please confirm if you can hear me. It's fine now. Okay. Yo, it must not do that, Pella. We've been here for the past 15 minutes. Okay. 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 You can hear me. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, guys. It is 6 p.m. The date is the 6th of July, 2026. And welcome to our second investment through the Qalo ya Africa platform. Please, if you have not followed Qalo ya Africa page, kindly follow it, because we will be communicating over and above my own personal pages. We'll be communicating through that page. So welcome everybody. I am TLN Gold Rewards, the founder of a company called Qalo ya Africa, and also a co-founder of ENL Mutual Bank. And most of you will know me from ENL Mutual Bank. So tonight we are going to discuss our second investment, which we are going to do through Qalo ya Africa platform. So Qalo ya Africa is a platform that brings individuals, businesses together to fund enterprises for job creation and wealth creation. Where there is none, we create our own. Last year, December, we offered, our first investment was ENL Mutual Bank, where we offered shares, where we offered ENL Mutual Bank shares through a cooperative. And then now we are doing own Spaza Shops initiative. So how does this thing work? Qalo ya Africa is a registered financial services provider, which is regulated by the Financial Sector Conduct Authority, known as the FSCA. And how it works is that we are looking for communities to put money together so that we can reclaim or we can re-own our economy as Black people. We did that in December. We closed for ENL Mutual Bank. We are now in the process of changing the systems that we're using in ENL Mutual Bank to new systems. Hence, the shares closed. We are hoping that the ENL Mutual Bank shares will open sometime later this year. But for now, through Qalo ya Africa, we are now going to do our second investment, which is own the Spaza Shops. The Spaza Shops, estimated in South Africa, there are about 200,000 of those Spaza Shops, estimated at about 197 billion rands. By now, we all know that we are not participating in that market. This is a market that our parents, our grandparents were doing for years until it was penetrated by other nationals. But with everything that is happening right now, we believe this is the opportune time that it has presented itself for us to come together as communities to put our money together to invest and own those Spaza Shops, basically reclaiming the economy. So how does Qalo ya Africa work? We work through cooperatives. Our history, we know and understand cooperatives very well. We ran a cooperative, successful cooperative financial institution that graduated to being a mutual bank. So you are talking to a team of people that understand how to run cooperatives. Unfortunately, in our country, cooperatives have been promoted as, not so much like your PTY LTDs. It's for rural people, is for people who are not serious about business. That's how it's kind of like cooperatives are promoted in our country, which is untrue. Cooperatives are the best possible vehicle for us as South Africans as communities to own and create our own wealth. Let me tell you why I say that. The PTY LTDs, which is companies, the way that they are regulated, cooperatives are not regulated the same. PTYs are for profits. Yes, others can still say, but we do have CSIs, we do have non-profit organizations, but cooperatives also focus more on education. It is not so about profit, it is about the community. How do we work together? How do we share? They even don't call them profits, they call them surplus, right? So how we work together here on cooperatives, one is they will pay a membership fee if the cooperative members want to pay a membership fee. Secondly, they pay a member capital. In PTY Ltd companies, they will call them shares. Here in cooperatives, we'll call them member capital. When the cooperative has performed very well, those dividends are then distributed, right? So you still get dividends, you still earn, you still get your dividends from the cooperatives. Cooperatives work with their own members, so meaning that the money circulates amongst ourselves as cooperative members, as opposed to closed corporations or companies. Cooperatives are encouraged or are structured in such a way that the money circulates amongst ourselves, which is a very good thing. Before the money gets out of the cooperative to support somebody else, you first need to check if any of your members can deliver those services that you are looking for, or they can provide those services that you are looking for, which is a great thing. There is a myth that when your cooperative, there's 1,000 people, 2,000 people, you can't share distribution of shares or profits or dividends or surplus, as they call it, which is wrong. With cooperatives, how much you put in, you will get your dividends according to that. With cooperatives, when you have your voting as cooperative members, you can take a decision to say one member, one vote, regardless of how many shares that you have. So cooperatives is democratic. So here you won't find somebody who says, I've put in 5,000 Rand, somebody has put in 250 Rand, therefore I have more say. That's not how cooperatives work. Cooperatives is that one member, one vote, which is very good, right? The only thing is that the leadership that we are going to choose for a cooperative must be selfless, meaning that we are not expecting to be rich overnight. Any business, any person who wants to be rich overnight, you must know that person is not going to be good for that cooperative or for that organization. So the first step that we need to do is to be aligned in what we want to do. What do we want to do in this particular case? We want to come together as a community to own the Spaza Shops. The research that we have already conducted, it says 16 meters per square meter or 18 per square meter, you can set up a you can set up a Spaza shop for about 150,000 up to 250,000, depending on what you are doing in that Spaza shop. Ideally, we do not want to sell easy perishable food. We want dry food. That way it has a longer shelf life. We want to establish one brand, meaning that like a franchise. So this brand that we're going to come up with, we want to see it all over South Africa, all across 9 provinces, owned by ourselves. There is a value chain in this retail market. The first step is obviously the farmers, if you are going to be in agriculture. But in this particular case, let's start with the manufacturers. Manufacturers, as we know them, will be your Unilevers, your Tiger Brands, the people that supply the products that we eat every day. We are nowhere in that value chain, which is the manufacturers. The second step after the manufacturers, they then supply what they call distribution warehouses. They call them DCs. Distribution warehouses supply what we call like mini warehouses or cash and carries. In business, those things are called business to business, meaning that you can't go as an individual to buy from them. They will supply business to business. So the cash and carry will then supply Spaza Shops, which in this case, Spaza Shops are regarded as retail, which in business is called business to customer. And then us as consumers, then we buy from the Spaza shop. The margins are estimated to be anything from 15%, sometimes up to 300%, based on the product that you sell in the Spaza shop. Over and above that, the way that we are planning this thing is to say, we don't just want to own the Spaza shops. We need to own the whole value chain, meaning that we are starting from a consumer, us as consumers, we are putting our money together to then buy the Spaza shops. But over and above the Spaza shops, we actually want to invest in a distribution center. That means we are cutting out the middle layer, which is the cash and carries. Because when you own your own distribution warehouse, then you can supply directly to the Spaza shops, which is very good. The exciting news is that we already have a distribution center that we can buy into. That is excellent news. I mean, I went to see it on Saturday. They have stock, they have logistics, they also export. So we have a good partner that we are already talking to buy into, that we are going to then supply to our own Spaza shops, which will be like a corporate stores. After that, we obviously now want to empower our own black manufacturers to have their products on our shelves. This is not just a invest in a Spaza shop initiative. No. This is not just invest in a distribution center initiative. No. Ideally, we want then to also start at the manufacturing. Once we are at the manufacturing level, then we can go into your farming, the source where it is happening, all of it. That's what we are putting together. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a great opportunity. We already have a database of over 10,000 Spaza shops that we are targeting. Like I said, we want to establish a brand that will be known from Cape to Botshabelo to the rural areas, that is identifiable, that is owned by ourselves. The employees of those Spaza shops, of the distribution centers, will be us, the cooperative members. The people that will be doing logistics will be us, the members of the cooperative. Remember I said, before the money gets out, it must circulate amongst ourselves. So any person that wants to support, they must first be a member of the cooperative before we go out. The only time that we'll go out is if one of our members or none of our members can supply us with what we are looking for. So for now, I think let me stop. Please type your questions and then I'll be able to answer. With the cooperatives, this movement, because it is a movement, if you want quick results, you are in the wrong investment. We are not going to do quick returns. We want a long-term investment. Remember, we are creating wealth from scratch. So if you want short-term returns, short-term dividends, you are in the wrong group. Here we want long-term investment. We've already said that the margins in terms of how much profit we can make is between 15% and 300%. We've already said that we are going to create our own jobs, meaning that from start to finish, the people that will be working in the cooperative will be the members of the cooperative. You will not find somebody who works here, whether at a Spaza shop level, whether at a service level, whether at a supply level, whether at a head office level, that is not a member of the cooperative, because our money must circulate amongst ourselves. Cooperatives, you need to be selfless. The word of mouth in terms of marketing is extremely important. Here we are not talking about you invest and you become a silent partner. We want people that will be active. You might not be active in terms of you getting involved in the cooperative itself, but you marketing, you sharing the information, you seeing something is wrong and informing us that, guys, something is wrong. We need to be able to work together. So there are over close to 200,000 Spaza shops in the country. It's estimated to be like that. We are estimating that we want 20,000 of that market share. So a minimum of 250 Rand to buy, to be a member of the cooperative, meaning that it will be your member capital. The 100 Rand will be through the Qalo Africa platform, which is non-refundable, because Qalo Africa platform, Qalo Africa is a registered, regulated entity. So it will be 100 Rand non-refundable, and the member capital will be a minimum of 250 Rands. You can add as much as you want to your member capital until we reach the target. Our target right now is 500 million Rands. You can now divide that 500 million by 250,000 or maybe even more, depending on what we find on site. So the maximum investment amount, it's up to you. Right now, the minimum is 250 Rands per person. How much you want to invest, it is up to you. Because how much you invest, when we do the payments of dividends and the surplus, you will be paid according to how much you have. Once we have all the information, we will share this information on the Qalo Africa website. Qalo Africa website, we're still busy with it right now. It's not live yet. So please wait for that to be live. We also need the 7 directors to register the cooperative. So now let's talk about the directors. Your leaders are extremely important. You need people that are qualified to be the directors of the cooperative. For now, because we are starting and the admin work is a lot, we are just going to concentrate on the directors in Gauteng, purely for administrative purposes, meaning we have to open an account. Those people need to be available. We need to do this. We need to sign documents. We need to, all of those things. It needs to be people that are available physically. It is purely for administrative purposes. As time goes by, once we are established, we have done with the administration work, we can then add more directors. But for now, we need 7 directors. Those 7 directors, we need legal. So we need somebody with legal background. We need, number 2, we need people with finance background. Number 3, we need people with technology. Number 4, we need people that understand the retail space. Number 5, we need people that understand cooperatives or corporate governance. Number 6, we need people that are passionate about this thing. When we say people that are passionate, guys, you don't need to have qualifications to be a director. But if your heart, it is in the right place and you are willing to learn and you're willing to do the work, you are more than welcomed to volunteer yourself as a director. What is important is for your directors to have the necessary experience, the necessary qualifications, and the necessary know-how. And you'll also understand that this is a project, and this is all, it includes people's properties. So we'll also need to understand people that understand project management and the construction. We also need entrepreneurs that are interested in this market, that have done their own research. So it is really how we combine this team of directors. But just because you don't have qualifications, it does not mean that you cannot volunteer to be a director. Who cannot qualify as a director? A person who does not qualify as a director is somebody who's blacklisted, somebody who is in credit bureau, somebody with a criminal record, all those things that disqualifies you to be a director. Unfortunately, you cannot be a director. This is not us. This is now the CIPC, because a cooperative is regulated by the CIPC under the Cooperatives Act. So that is where we are right now. More information will unfold. Once we have selected the directors, then we'll start the administration process this week still. For the people that are volunteering to be directors, please email your CV, your qualifications to info@qaloyaafrica, Africa with a K, .co.za. It is info@qaloyaafrica.co.za. Then you can volunteer to be a director of this cooperative. Remember, we are asking for directors in Gauteng so that we are able to start with the administration process, which will include the constitution and negotiating these deals and preparing for August, because we're going to go live in August. So now I'm going to read the questions. I'm a farmer. I hope this will work out because finding customers is a challenge. Yes, Nokwanda. We are hoping that we will be able to offer this opportunity to our people. This is wealth creation by ourselves, for ourselves. So guys, if you know the Spaza shops that are now closed because the foreigners have now left and it's in good location, let us know. We will put everything, the registrations and everything, on the Qalo Africa website when it is ready. We are now working on that. So we're going to request, please, your participation in that. Yes. So big, also including the part of the ownership, will be for training and education. So we cannot just have Spaza shops and then we don't do training. Training and education is going to be a very big part of our offering. We are raising 500 million rand. It is a lot of money. And we need people that are qualified that will be able to manage those funds on our behalf, especially when we buy into this distribution center once the deal is done. No, it's not for the people in Gauteng only. I'm saying only the directors for the purposes of administration only, because there are certain documents that require you physically to be there. So we can't expect somebody who is in Cape Town or Limpopo or any other province to come to Gauteng just to sign documents. So for now, we just need people that are in Gauteng that are available, which is the most important part. Because one of the reasons these things fail is because people volunteer to participate, but when we request their availability, then they are not available. So when you know that you are not available, please do not volunteer. We need people that are flexible with time, because putting these things together, they need us to be available. They need you to be able to be available. So if you know you have the requisite skills, but you don't have time, please do not volunteer. We only need people that have the qualifications that we are looking for, the experience that we are looking for, but most importantly, the time to do the administration work. I'm going to read another one. Our target is both rural areas and townships. That is our target. Where there is townships, rural areas, and even if there is no existing tuck shop there, because our primary focus right now is the ones that were already established. We get there, the location is there, we refurbish, we do the renovations, we do our own branding. But if you also know that there is a good location where we can have our own, when the website is ready, you can then load us there. The 20K units will be nationally. When we start, we will start, now we're going to do a pilot, which you guys will see in the next couple of weeks. But as soon as we have that and we launch in August, we will put a team together that will have, that will put up those Spaza Shops nationally. So there won't be that we are only doing Gauteng now, and then we move to Limpopo, then we move to Free State. No, we are going to move, we're going to put together a national team. So when you are in Limpopo, you will have a team in Limpopo that runs Limpopo. When you are in Cape Town or Western Cape, there will be a team there. So our target is national. But as we start, the pilot that we are going to do, it's going to be in Gauteng. Yes, we will have them as well. Yes. So, and then we'll have the directors that we are putting together will now inform us of how they are going to distribute this thing nationally. Remember, we might have the 7 directors that we are talking about just for this administration purpose. They need to be regional leaders, meaning in each province, and so they will advise us of that. I'm not sure about Bibiza Spaza. What is BB Spaza? Yes. So Bertram is asking, have you identified a spot? Yes. We have actually identified spots that we will be doing a pilot very soon, which we will also share. So the idea is throughout this month of July, we will build up that information. So we're going to have constant conversations, guys, leading to August. So we'll keep you updated at all times. Busi, you like to invite me to TikTok live? I'm actually on TikTok tomorrow, so people can join us there. KB is asking, when do we start to invest the 250? We are going live in August. So all of this that we are doing is to prepare you that in August, when we go live, you are ready and you understand what is required. How do we pay when we go live in August? Through the Qalo Ya Africa website. So the website is not up now because we are busy with it. When we go live, the website will be up. Where do I type it now? Can somebody type for me, please, the email address? It is info@qaloyaafrica with a k.co.za. Or you can follow the Qalo Ya Africa website, Facebook page. It's there. The email address is there on the page. My best option, in my opinion, will be to become a member. A member of what, Sipo? I don't understand. Finally, our kids will eat healthy food. Yes. Yes. Thank you also. ENL Mutual Bank is there. It's typed the info@Qalo Ya Africa website. It is there. Oh, Bibi, were those shops who were black owned, like Easy Price store retailers? Yes, we will do the same. Is the cooperative only for South Africans? No. So cooperatives can be owned by any person, can join wherever they are. And remember, I'm saying the distribution center that we are talking to, it's not just in South Africa. They also export. So we will also then, when we run this thing successfully in South Africa, hopefully we'll be able to do it in other SADC countries as well. Are you going to have more build-up sessions like this to keep interest alive and people informed? Yes, we'll have more sessions and we'll inform you. Now, once we have the directors and we have registered the cooperative, we'll come back and inform you. We'll introduce who the directors are and will also inform you of where we are in the process. Yes. Please follow the Qalo Ya Africa page. The information will be there. We'll update everything there. Is the capital invested guaranteed? The capital, remember when you are investing in a business, it's a risk. So you cannot guarantee a capital when the capital will be deployed in a business. What we can hope for is that our management will run our investment properly. So when you invest here, there is no guarantee that you're going to have your money back because that money will be deployed. We can only put together a team that we know, at least hope that they will run our investment properly. When is the next session? Logged in late. We will update you. Please follow the Qalo Ya Africa page for information. It will be there. So Muzi is asking, is the membership a once-off or recurring payment? Our target is 500 million. How long it takes us, it will depend. So if we have not reached the 500 million, you can always top up. Whatever amount that you are going to top up with is called member capital in the cooperative. So we can't say for sure how long it's going to be. What we have right now is a target, and our target is 500 million rands. Form of community will be Facebook only? No, it will not. So we will also do this on other social platforms, and we will also be in the communities themselves for people who are not on social media, because this is not just for us on social media, it's for everybody. So please also spread the word and talk to people that are not on social media. How much is the membership fee? Just joined in. We pay 100 Rand, which is a non-refundable fee to Qalo Ya Africa. And for participation in the cooperative, a minimum is 250 Rand. You can put more, you can put as much as you want, but a minimum is 250. Correct, Eclipse. We need to have oversight. We can't just hope. So we need to put all the governance and proper processes in place in order for us to ensure that our investment is safeguarded. What is the action plan against those Somalians, mafias and Spaza? No, Loi, sorry, that's not for us. Okay. If I have not answered your question, please let me know. How many stores are you targeting during pilot and one phase of the project? So right now we are going to demonstrate with one store so that you see what we are talking about, and then we go live. Once we go live, there's already a list or a database of Spaza Shops in terms of locations that we are looking at. That will depend on how much we raise. So how much we raise and how many members we participate, that will also inform the speed in which we work. So my thing is this: the more people we have that contribute, the more stores that we have. When we talk about 20,000 stores nationally, it's about 2,200 and something stores per province. So that we will split accordingly once we have the regional people, leaders in each province. Correct, Qalo. The more money you have, the more shares you will have. Ofenze, yes. We will do training and teaching of those because not everybody understands, firstly, how cooperatives work, and secondly, and how to run these Spaza Shops. So yes, we will have training as well. Can I be a member and still have my Spaza Shop? If you have your own Spaza Shop, of course you can. This one will be one brand that will be owned by all of us. So it's not owned by one person. It's owned by all of us. But if you already have your own Spaza Shop, of course you can have your own Spaza Shop and still be a member here and own the Spaza Shops. How will they be different? First of all, technology driven. Secondly, health and safety. That's what we are going to also prioritize. We want to still keep the trading hours and the formula. One thing that they got right was the formula and how they treated people in terms of the service. So we want to keep the same. No, Sean, congratulations for owning your Spaza shop. It's not a problem. Please join. Whether you have 10, 1, or you have no Spaza shop, you can still join here. Who knows? You might even be buying from our own distribution center or our own manufacturers, and we can still also list our own products on your shelves. So yes, please, if you have the means to have your own Spaza shop, please do so. We will also still support you. Dunes, how do I know if this is not a scam? No, my dear, we don't do those things here. Good news indeed. Yes. Yes. We don't do it's not a scam. So, guys, that's what we have for now. We will still talk about more information. If I missed any questions, we will still have more time to address and have conversations going forward. We hope to do this thing weekly as we have more updates and all of that. We are hoping that next week we'll have directors. Please don't forget to volunteer. If you know somebody that you believe that this person will add value, remember our criteria. It must be people with qualifications, with experience, but mostly people that are available, because a lot of admin work, and people that are not blacklisted or that are not in credit bureau or that don't have a criminal record. And then we can put this together and have something properly to present to you guys. And that time will properly come with numbers and say, this is how much, this is the projections, how long it's going to take us to do this. We'll definitely do that in the next coming 2 weeks. And the email address is info@qaloyaafrica.co.za. There is the email address. I am now about to close. If I missed anything, I will also address it next week or something like that. Is that okay? Yes, we need to put people on the ground and be ambassadors. And it's very important for us to work for our own cooperative. We need to be selfless. If you are going to expect money, quick wins here, wrong investment. So let's do this. Are you guys going to now share the information and spread the word? Let me see those thumbs up. If you are going to be spreading the word and already being ambassadors, and we are going to do this. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. It's been lovely. Thank you for joining. It's been good. And now I have to prepare for Twitter. This was very strange, but it worked out. Bye. Bye.